Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa. So, I didn't film a wrap up for October. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna film October and November's wrap up. So, I think from now on, I'm going to switch my wrap ups over. I'm not gonna do like monthly wrap ups anymore. I'm only gonna do wrap ups once I hit like 5 books. That way, it's a longer video and I don't have to like say 1 month I only read 1 book and then I have to film a wrap up for 1 book. So that way there's more content to it than just say 1 book for a month. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to switch it over until I hit like 5 books and then I'll do a wrap up. So that way I have more to talk about so it wouldn't be such a short video. So for October and November, I actually read a total of 4 books. 2 books in October and 2 books in November. Out of the 4 books, 3 of them are 5 stars and then 1 is a 3-star rated. So, and then after that, I think I will share with you guys some of the books that I'm currently reading. So let's just get right into this. So the first book I read in October is Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I love this book. It was so good. I love the world, the sci-fi adventure in it. Although I do have to say that this one is probably my least favorite right now. I didn't really connect with like the main character at all. And at the beginning of the book, I actually found her kind of dumb and like spoiled rich girl, and I just didn't really care for her at first, but then as the series went on, she actually grew as a character, and by the end I really liked her character. I think it was she grew on me. And then the boy in here, of course, I don't mind him. I can't remember what his name was. But I think my favorite character out of this one is Ella. She just cracked me up. Like, I just loved her character. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. This obviously is the second book in the Illuminae files, which I can't really tell you a whole lot about this one. But the first one, it's kind of like, it's hard to describe these books. Like, they're just so good, and I highly recommend audiobook and reading along, because the audiobook is a full cast and it does have like space sounds and stuff, and there's just some things that they skip over in the audiobook that they have in the books. So that's why I suggest reading along and listening to them. But I just love this series so much. I thoroughly enjoy it. I just can't wait to get into Obsidio, and I don't want it to end, but I can't wait at the same time. So check it out if you like sci-fi. Highly recommend it. 5 stars. So the next book I read in October was Hunting Prince Dracula by Kerri Maniscalco. I love this book. I honestly didn't think I would love this series as much as I did. I was really skeptical at first, but then once I read Stalking Jack the Ripper, I was hooked. So then I listened to this one on audiobook, and I just love it. Like, the narrator on the audiobook, she just does a good job. I just thoroughly enjoyed it, and I just love the story, the mystery, and the romance in there with Thomas and Audrey Rose. I just think it's such a sweet romance, and I just love them both. I totally ship them together. I love them both, and I just love this world, and it's just so good. I just can't. It's just so good. It's so good. So obviously this one is the second one. I can't tell you about that one, but the first one, Stalking Jack the Ripper, follows Audrey Rose, she is an apprentice for her uncle studying forensic science. So she is a woman trying to do a man's job, which is pretty much frowned upon in her society. But I just love her character because she don't take anything from any guy, and she's like, I can do the job just as well as a guy can, and I just think that is awesome. So I highly recommend this one if you need like a historical fiction with kind of like a little bit of a twist to it. It's so good. It's so good. So definitely go and check this series out. I love it. Gave this one 5 stars as well. So the next book, which I actually unhauled my copy because I didn't really care for it as much as I was hoping. I actually did listen to it on audiobook because I just had a hard time like getting into the reading, and I didn't really care for the writing style. Yeah, so the book is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I gave it 3 stars. I mean, it was an okay story, but I felt like it jumped around so much. I had such a hard time trying to follow everybody, every character that she like added to the book, and I didn't really care for the writing style because it just jumped around so much. Like one time we were with I can't even think of their names. One time we were with some people, and then we jump over to something else that was completely different, and I just got confused. So I gave it 3 stars because I mean I liked the story, but I just didn't care for the writing style and whatnot. I just had a hard time following it. So then the last book I read, and this one was in November, is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. So I actually needed a new audiobook. I actually listened to all these on audiobook. That tells you how crazy my last couple of months have been. Anyways, so I listened to this one on audiobook. It has 2 narrators. One narrator for the female's voice for Lilacs, and then one for Tarver's voice. I love this book. I thought it was really good. Like, it's also like a sci-fi. I don't know why, but I'm really into sci-fis all of a sudden. Like, but this one follows Lilac and Tarver. They actually are the only survivors that was on this huge cruise liner. They are the only 2 surviving members of this cruise liner, and the girl is, you know, spoiled rich girl, you know, daddy's company, has tons of money and pretty much runs everything. And then Tarver is like bottom of the barrel. He's a war hero, and yeah, they're like complete opposite. But I did at first find the Lilac's character really annoying. She was just like the epitome of spoiled rich girl, and I just could not stand her at first. But then as the book went on, she actually started to change, and her growth got so much better, and I just really liked it in the end. It was just so good. I love Tarver. I think he was awesome. You know, it was great. It was great. If you need another sci-fi series, I definitely recommend this one. I did give this one 5 stars because I thoroughly enjoyed the audiobook. It was amazing. So now I'm going to get into what I am currently reading. So the first book I am actually currently reading is Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. I actually started a buddy read with the beautifully bookish Bethany. However, she was not into the book, which is fine. Hey, if you're not into a book, I don't want you to force read it because your buddy reading it with me or whatever. So I actually am going to probably continue to read it. I'm on page 220. So I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of like a steampunk pirate story. I don't know. It's really interesting, and it's really different. I like the steampunk elements to it, and I love that they have like this family that's sisterhood and stuff. I really enjoyed that kind of stuff too. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's definitely really interesting. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Then the next one I am listening to on audiobook, that is An Ember in Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I don't know how far I am in this. Oh, hang on. Maybe I do. No, maybe I don't. But I'm really enjoying this. The audiobook is really good. It has two narrators. A girl for Lila's voice and then the boy for Eliza's voice. And I really like that. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the audiobook. I think I'm like maybe 2 or 3 hours into it, so I'm not very far. So I have quite a ways to go, but I am really enjoying it so far. The world is really interesting, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So the next book I'm listening to on audiobook, and I cannot find my copy for some reason. Like, I have it here somewhere in this house, but I cannot find it. But I am actually currently listening to the audiobook to The Darkest Minds by Alexander Bracken. This is actually our book club pick for December. And since we end up having to cancel book club and push it back, it's going to be December and the beginning of January. So we are going to read The Darkest Minds and then watch the movie. So I am currently listening to the audiobook for that, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm not very far in, maybe an hour and a half, but it's good so far. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So that is it for my wrap up and my currently reading. Let me know what you guys think about me switching over my wrap ups. And then let me know what books you guys read in the last couple of months. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also follow me on social media. Thank you to everyone who entered my giveaway. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome and very supportive, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys all again. I think that's all. Yeah, I think so that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.